Hey guys, what's going on? It's just Sash here, and welcome back to another episode of Sash Says. So, yep, I know it's been a while. I haven't posted a video in God knows how long. I've had update videos, I've had live streams, but I haven't had the time to just actually, make a video. Things are still a little bit crazy, so I decided to just start off slowly with a Sash Says video. So I got a question here from a subscriber. I got a few questions here from a subscriber. Name is Kwesi. So Kwesi asks, I'm a new subscriber to your videos and I really like them. You have a great video style and great content. Why, thank you. Thank you. Comments like that keep me going when I feel, feel down. I have a few questions. How many hours do you teach a week? Do you teach American English or British English? And Kwesi had a couple examples here. Color with no U versus with the U. Theater ending in ER versus RE, etc. How much is your monthly salary? And I'm thinking about teaching abroad and your answers would really help. I'm looking forward to your response. Kindest regards, Kwesi. Okay, let's go over this question by question, shall we? So, first question, number one. How many hours do you teach a week? I teach, so I start at 7:30. The first class starts at 8 o'clock, but we are supposed to be at the school by 7:30. So, I say that I start working. I'm officially on the clock at 7:30. And then we finish until 4:30 is when the last bell rings. So it's 8 to 4:30, and that's actual teaching, you know what I mean? With the exception of, that 1 hour and a half lunch that we get from 11:30, which is the last bell for lunch, until 1 o'clock. And then from 1 o'clock to 4:30, which is the last bell for the day. And then we gotta leave at 5 o'clock. So we stay until 5 o'clock. And that's just office hours, essentially, just getting stuff done, looking at homeworks or making homeworks, just anything you should be doing. That time it should be used for school stuff, essentially, if you have any stuff that you need to do. Otherwise it's just chill, relax, so I guess you figure 7, I never really counted it out. You do 8 to 5, let's see, no, 7:30 to 5, we'll say it's 9 hours, 9.5 hours, give or take. And then for my school, every Saturday, every last Saturday of the month, every last Saturday of the month, we have to go in for a meeting and a workshop, which is 2 workshops actually, which is 2 teachers are assigned to explain something about any particular topic. Like this past weekend, we had something on quadratic equations, which is, I don't teach math, so I feel like it's completely pointless for me. And the other workshop was for teaching, using games, implementing games in your class, which I already usually do for the most part anyway. So, some of the games I knew, some of the games I didn't know, so I felt like the second workshop was a little bit more beneficial in the sense that I was able to take some things from it, you know what I mean? And that goes from 8 to 11:30, so that's once a month. So, yeah. So, the next question, do you teach American English or British English? So, we teach, I believe, American English because I have yet to see anything that is remotely British English. We spell color C-O-L-O-R, not L-O-U-R as they do in, England. So yeah, I haven't seen anything that was like British English spellings or anything like that. But I think, I know for a fact overall it's American English. So, a bonus question, in China it's usually British English, you'll see. So, I remember a funny story, I'll throw that in there. I was teaching, I can't remember what it was, I think it was like a 3rd grade, 4th grade. This was back when I was my first year there. I was teaching at a training center and I had no exposure to British English besides, color spelled C-O-L-O-U-R. other than that, I assumed everything was spelled the same. And so we were teaching different words, and they had maths on there, and I looked at it and I was like, that's wrong. That's not right. And I told the Chinese assistant, I was like, this is wrong. This is probably a misprint or something. She's like, no, that's right. I'm like, no, that's wrong. We spell math M-A-T-H, and it was spelled M-A-T-H-S. And I didn't know that in that side of the world that they put that S there. So it was very, very foreign to me, and I was like, this is wrong. This can't be right. So I did what any fucking millennial does. Went to Google. So I went to Google and I found out, no, I was wrong, and maths is another way to spell it. So yeah, that was a little embarrassing, but yeah. So in China they do use, some schools use English, American English, but most schools that I've seen, it's always British English. So yeah, so but in Cambodia it's definitely, from what I've seen in the one school that I've been in so far, it's American English. So how much is my salary? I'm not going to discuss how much my salary is, just because you never know who's watching. I'm not supposed to give out my salary, and I do know some of my coworkers and maybe my bosses might be watching, who knows. I can tell you what you can expect. Average can be anywhere from 12 to 15 depending on qualifications and degrees and TEFLs and all that good stuff. If you have a bachelor's degree, you can expect more. If you don't have a bachelor's degree, you don't have a TEFL, you don't have anything, and you just have a high school diploma, then expect on the lower end side, unless you're really good at your negotiation and school might be very, very desperate. Who knows? As I stated before, I don't have a bachelor's degree. That I will say, I don't have a bachelor's degree. I do have almost now 4 years experience teaching English. And I do have a TEFL certificate, and I have a certificate in teaching English to young learners, which I acquired a few months back. So, yeah, it was. So I may not have the traditional degree that you're supposed to have for most places, but I do have the experience. I do have the attitude, and I do have the other stuff to make up for it. You know what I mean? And I have demo classes on video, and all places. I've yet to be refused a job because I didn't have a bachelor's degree. You know what I mean? Once they see the resume, once they see the qualifications, I guess, the TEFL certificate, all that other stuff, and then if they want, I show them the video as well, or do a demo class for them. They're like, yeah, fuck a degree. You want to come work for us? So, you do, as I stated, you do need to, also work on your negotiating and bargaining, and if you don't have a bachelor's degree, go for the TEFL, go for everything and anything that you can stuff in there, as I said in my other previous videos on how to find a job in Cambodia and all that good stuff. Do what you can to pad that resume with as much stuff as you can. If you don't have a degree, then get a TEFL, get the teaching certificate for young learners, babysitting, after school teaching, homework helping, anything that you can do, tutoring, anything, camp counselor, anything working with kids, you know what I mean? It could help, it can only help, So I think, let's see, I'm thinking about teaching, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Kwesi, I hope that this helped you out. Guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, any of that good stuff, hit me up. Itsjustsash@gmail.com. Itsjustsash@gmail.com. No spaces, just like the YouTube channel. I do have one announcement. I'm actually considering making t-shirts, just to see, for anybody who wants to support and stuff like that. I'm actually in the process of figuring how we're gonna get that going, and I'm thinking about getting on Patreon as well, just because I want to do this full time. That's the dream, to do this full time for you guys, but I can't. I have a full-time job, so I'm gonna be putting out videos just like I normally have been, but it's just gonna be once a week, twice a week. We'll see how it goes. We'll try to find that magic number. The closer I can get to the Patreon goal, I'll be able to drop to part-time, and then if we surpass that goal to a second goal, then I can do this full-time, which would be awesome. I have a whole bunch of different perks and tiers and all that good stuff. So I'm working on a whole bunch of other stuff specifically for the channel, working on ideas and stuff. I know I still get questions about, you know, how can they find a job? They just got into the country, you know, hotels, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So there's some other stuff that I'm thinking about doing. Just stay tuned. I know I've been away for a little while. I've done random live streams here and there. Thank you guys. I see that the channel is still growing very, very slowly, but it's still growing even though I've been inactive for a little while. So I just want to appreciate you guys for sticking by me. And I appreciate it, man. You guys, the fact that, you know, I still get emails and comments and, hey Sash, where you're at, we need your videos, miss your videos, blah 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 blah. I appreciate it, you know, and it's definitely being heard. So the dream is to get this to be able to do this full time. Hopefully with the Patreon, I have a PayPal. It's in the description. PayPal.me/Itsjustsash, I want to say, which is another way you guys can donate. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Like I said, videos are going to be coming back. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Remember to LSS, like, share, and subscribe. And as always,